So y'all out here calling men ugly. Y'all are out here calling men ugly. Yeah, men can be real mean too because they call women ugly all the time. Let's watch. Let's see what's going on out here in these internet
Stop
streets.
complaining about men having audacity when you calling they ass medium fucking ugly. The problem is y'all keep letting ugly men have confidence. We need to go back to shaming ugly men. That's why so many fucking gargoyles and monsters in the fucking club holding up the sections, holding up the space, looking scary, rawr. Because
honestly, this is the question that I have. It's, what do y'all want out of quote-unquote ugly guys from us as men? And do you think we should really care? Because do you really want...
Now, bruh, did you just finish eating lunch? Because you got it all on your shirt. It's right there, all over your shirt, baby.
Unconfident man? Do you really want a man that does not have any priorities or anything about himself, no ambition? So it's like, we have a confident, ambitious, ugly dude, and now that's like your thing. Like, what is it? And to all the other dudes that are considered to be ugly, like, dude, first of all, you're awesome, you're great, there's a space for...
Now, don't get it twisted now. I love me a big man. I got one. I got two babies by my first husband. So I don't have no problem with no big man. But if you're going to come on the camera, baby, at least change your shirt. You looks like you might be a truck driver or something like that. But, baby, eat with a napkin or a bib, honey. That's not a good first impression.
There's a girl for you. There's no such thing as ugly. Ugly is in the eye of the beholder. People who don't have really good opinions about a lot of different stuff really shouldn't be commenting on what other people are doing. Guys, girls, both y'all.
That ugly men have so much audacity because women stop calling men ugly.
Excuse the mess and everything. I need my closet cleaned out. But I just wanted to say something to this because the audacity of these ugly men is ridiculous. Like, I had this one friend, and he is ugly. Like, I'm not going to say he's ugly because, you can... Beauty is within, right? So he's a good person, has a good heart and all that and everything, but...
Why do we do that? Why do we do that when you feel uncomfortable? We as women who feel uncomfortable, we will say if a guy is not attractive, the first thing that we say is that he's a good person. Why do we do that? Because you know why? Because we feel so damn uncomfortable saying out in public that a person is ugly or not attractive. Now, we'll talk to our girlfriends about it, talking about how bad he looks or whatever. But like the gentleman said in the previous video, beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder, But girl, that closet is ugly.
He is, conventionally unattractive. So he get money and everything. So he's just like, we talking about some... We was talking about some of his behavior or something. I don't know what it was. But we was in the car and he was driving. And he just like, I ain't no ugly boy or nothing like that. Like, I can go out here and get a woman. And that took everything in me not to bust out laughing. Because I'm like, who are you talking about, sir? Because I don't think you know what you look like. So, I'm just like, I just turned my hand to the window. It just was like, oh no, he's delusional. I can't, like, bro, you have to know where you are so you can know where you stand. If you know you are unattractive,
you need to know where you are so you know where you stand. Okay, baby girl, you said that. You really do. He's clearly confident. He must make a lot of money. He must got a good career or something like that. So for him to make that type of statement about, I ain't no ugly dude, he must not have no problem getting nobody. But girl, maybe he's not your cup of tea,
You know that you need to be cutting checks, honey. You need to be cutting checks because don't nobody like you for you. Don't nobody like you for you. They like you for your money. And you feel like, cause he's older than me, so he in his 40s, and he's like, oh, I get women or whatever. I'm like, you don't get women. You're getting women in your age group who have aged. Not gonna say it, though. These women have
Wait a
multiple
minute.
kids they need help with. A lot of them is broke and destitute, and you look like you have money. You're flaunting money, so they're like, oh, I could get him because he has money. But most importantly, women know I can get him because he has money and he's ugly. You're not playing the role that you're supposed to play. You're supposed to be the ugly man with money that women want. You're not attracted. No one's drooling over you. Nobody's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be with him because he's so dreamy. No, they're like, I could tolerate him if he buy me this. I could tolerate him if he pay these bills. Like, that's where you are. And the guys are really thinking women like them and really.
See, I told you I don't remember hearing her say that, but I told you that he probably had a lot of money. Why does my cheek look fatter than normal? Maybe because of how I'm leaning in. But yeah, I told you he must have had a lot of money. Had to. For him to be able to stand flat foot, sit in that car without reservation and say, you know, I ain't no ugly dude or nothing because I can get women, but that doesn't mean just because you can get women that people think that you fine. If they know that you have a lot of money, they'll tolerate the fact that you might be ugly, but you got that coin. At least that's what I think. Well, I'm 54. That's what I know.
Women are just looking for help. Like, you're the guy that helps. Like,
and let's get it straight, baby girl. Yes, I'm in his age bracket, a little older than him, but not to the point where I need him. Most women who are in my age bracket, they've been dating younger guys, even younger than 40, and they have been pretty satisfied with who they have. And their kids are grown. They don't need no man to help them take care of their kids. They already took care of their kids, so they don't need nobody, especially ugly, to take care of them financially because we already have our money in order.
You're not the guy that people actually like and want to be with. Like, that's a joke. Like, you think you get women. You don't get women. And it's making these guys think that they have real options and that they're really a catch and that they're really attractive. And it's just the male ego, because I would never be like, oh, you know what it is? And so that's why so many women are in their masculine, because they think the same way. As a woman, as a feminine woman, I would never be in a situation and be like, oh my gosh, I get a lot of male attention. I must be really, really attractive. No, men are just horny. Men are just men. Like, I'm going to measure by how many quality men that I can entertain and keep. Not how many just talk to me every 5 seconds. And that's what they're not looking at. Like, you're ugly, but how many quality women can you maintain? How many of them come to you and approach you? Because what it is now you're ugly inside and out. Because to me, that's ugly. Like, you're already facially challenged. And now you got an ego. Like, you look like Idris Elba. Like, you think you Michael B. Jordan on top of that? Like, bro, you're an extremely ugly male at this point.
Michael B. Jordan I ain't never been really no fan for Michael B. Jordan, but honey, I've seen Sinners twice. And I love Smoke and Stack. So I can agree with you now, boo. I wasn't feeling him before, but now, you know, he alright. He's a great actor, but he alright.
You're extremely ugly. Like, I don't even want to be in your presence at this point. And any woman that does, trust me, she don't like you for you.
I think it's hilarious how black women are getting on TikTok talking about somehow y'all need to start calling men ugly again, as if y'all don't sit around lying to your sons all day. Yeah, I went there. Y'all sit around lying to y'all sons all day, calling this dusty, grotesque, mouth breather, snot-nosed motherfucker the cutest thing. He's just so handsome. No, your son is disgusting. Your son is a fat, slob piece of shit. Then want to get on the internet, talk about we need to start calling men ugly again. There's a bunch of goblins and gargoyles in the club. Ma'am, the gargoyle in the club is going to be your son in about 10, 15 years. That's the crazy mind-blowing part about it. Right? We going to call all men ugly, but your ugly ass baby, but your ugly ass son. Like, y'all sit around gaslight everybody on earth. Oh, my baby's just so cute. My baby this. No, your baby's a goddamn slob, okay? Your baby looks like a goddamn xenomorph, man. So like I said, cool, y'all want to start calling men ugly again? That's perfectly fine. Do as what you please. But you better not be a boy mom saying that shit as if your son ain't the ugly gargoyle goblin in the motherfucking club. What do you mean, though?
Y'all saw that video where Shorty said them.
Now, we all can admit that there are some ugly babies out there. Now, we ain't gonna call them ugly, whether they're girls or boys. There are some babies that be like, oh, you just see the baby like, oh, bless their heart. That's all you can say. Bless their
You
heart.
gotta start calling niggas ugly again. I'ma tag it below if y'all ain't see it. But yo, I done seen mad response videos from dudes, and they like, how you gonna call niggas ugly? Look at you. Look at you. Bro, relax. Just be easy, bro. If it don't apply, let it fly. But obviously, you felt like she was talking to you. This whole videos niggas breaking down the laws and the science of attraction. The average person is not attractive to this amount of people. Like, yo, relax.
Right.
But also, in the same token, she had a point. Y'all niggas can't be mad when the women out here calling y'all ugly or calling y'all out on y'all shit when y'all stay in women's business. Y'all be speaking on everything under the sun about women, whether it be their bodies, BBLs, hair, makeup, everything under the sun. So when they start dishing it back, you can't get mad, son. At the end of the day gonna end and we all gonna be ugly to somebody. So I'm sure I'm ugly to a lot of people, but guess what? My grandma say I'm handsome, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Things that girls will say, but it's never a compliment for a man. Now, there are ongoing term that girls will use when they are slightly better looking. It's called finding a man that is medium ugly. Now, I'm going to say that I don't believe men want to be called medium ugly. They focus on the ugly part. And just because he's quote unquote medium ugly, that doesn't mean he's going to cheat less. It really don't. It's like saying behind someone's back about you that you slugly, slightly ugly. That is not a compliment. It's a double standard.
Wow.
If you don't want to be called medium ugly or slugly, then I'm sure a man don't want to be called that either. I'm pretty sure. It's not a compliment. It truly isn't. It's like saying to a guy that your face is okay, but I like that personality. On the flip side, if a man says that about a woman, saying that your body's tea but your face is ugly, he's the problem.
And she will cut on this camera on this phone and go on TikTok and go off. AWFFF. She will go off and tell who he is, where he lived, what he looked like, show his picture. She will take that compliment and just drag it on to a whole nother level when he was just being as honest about her looks and her personality as she would be about him. So if you can dish it, honey, you better be able to be ready to take it and not take it on the internet.
How does that make sense to me? It's not a term of endearment. It's a double standard that if a woman heard that from her man, trust me, she will cut his ass off.
One reason I go so hard against those videos where women get online and just call all men ugly is explained perfectly in that clip of that movie. I haven't seen it yet. The new bodybuilding movie. I saw a clip from it. It's called Magazine Dream. Jonathan Majors. And I keep seeing this clip where he's like Googling how to make people like me, how to make friends. And he's in the gym working out. And like, he's just trying to be somebody. There's a lot of women who don't understand what it looks like when a man is taking something on the chin. And I really feel obligation to protect that. God, these niggas be crying on the inside. When I was a teenager, there was a time where I was insecure. It didn't matter how much attention I got from girls. I just never thought much of myself for like, it had to be between the ages of like 15 and 16.
Yeah.
I remember that feeling so much. It's a bad feel. Then I went through a breakup and I was like, oh, true. I really ain't shit. I don't understand how many grown-ass men are still going through that to this day. And then to get online, right, and see women spewing this vitriol, like, because they saw a few videos of a few guys calling them fat. I want y'all to know something. I've never in my life got on this app, set my phone up, and was just like, oh, fat girls. Never. It's always in response to a fat girl being mean. To dudes who are just scrolling, watching Naruto edits, and then boom, you pop up. Like, and it's crazy that I even have to make this video, but I understand why. Like, that shit, 99% of women, that shit doesn't even register in their mind. When you see a guy like, you feel like, oh, I can say whatever to him. He's a puncher bag. It don't nothing affect him. Da-da-da-da. He's hearing everything. He's internalizing it all.
Yeah, never do that, women. Ladies, girls, never feel like that you can just talk to your man any kind of way. Just because he has muscles, biceps, and triceps, and he can pick you up and carry you to each and every room and do whatever you want him to do. He has a heart. He has a conscience. He has a soul. And if you feel like you can talk to him any type of way, guess what? He gonna find somebody else who's gonna give him them sweet nothings that his mind, body, and his heart and soul needs. And you can leave your ass in the wind.
Well, I will never stop. And I want y'all to know that. You get online talking crazy, I'm coming. I'm roasting you. Don't let your shit go viral. Yeah, we both going viral. And always remember, I attack the person making the video, not women at large.
Some women don't straight up call you ugly or come out of nowhere and call you ugly. They are finding new creative ways to call me ugly or mean ugly in general. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, I like the pillow talk after I'm done you doing. You know what? So I was in the bed with my little John. I'm over there like so. You know what? I appreciate our time together. But why you keep talking to me? So like, you know, out of all the people that I've been with, you know, I just like to keep it low key and you real low key. I'm real low key. Me, Mark Anthony, the dude that's 5'4" with one of the biggest mouths in Houston, Texas. And you mean to tell me I'm low key?
Yeah, Mark Anthony. Yeah, she just want to see you in her apartment. She don't want to go out with you in public. That's what she mean by low key. Yeah. Sorry, little fella. No shade, because I'm 5'4". No shade. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Are men ugly? And do you feel comfortable in calling a man ugly? Do you? Men don't have no problems telling women on the internet that they fat, they ugly, they stupid, they loud. They don't have a problem at all downing and putting women down. But to hear a woman call a man ugly, it seems to be a double standard. It's like, you know, they're looked at. They're looked at in a whole different light. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Bye.